be watching. Good. Come right back, and you have to be on it for that. That's the one you got to be on it for. It's not easy. I have to tell you, it's not easy. It takes a little bit of time to get yourself. So I'm going to put this down on this so that you have something soft for that kibble to bounce upon. So when you turn away, you're like this, just turn a quarter turn. Just take this foot, just 1 foot. Yeah, there you go. Now,
No treats off the mat, I forgot.
no treats off the mat. Yes, good girl.
Do I say,
Yes, no, you just watch her.
yes, good girl.
Now turn away.
Siloh. Yes, good girl.
Turn back towards it and wait for her to get back there. The minute she steps on, yes.
Yes, good girl.
Good. So it's a little bit of a, it's a little bit of timing for you. It just takes it's hard. Number one, you know, everyone has performance anxiety when it comes to this. So give her a little break. Liz, are you going to do this? Are you going to
Yes.
work with her on this?
I'm gonna watch.
You're watching.
She does most of the training,
There you go.
and you know, I'm just not coordinated enough to do that right.
Yeah. So go ahead, go back over there and stand by the mat.
Yes.
There you go.
There's certain things I'll
Another
do.
one. Yeah, and now turn away. Quarter turn away.
Okay, yes. Okay, good girl.
There's a lot of things.
Now
I'll do.
turn back. Just look at the mat, don't look at the dog. Yes, there you go. There you go.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Everyone turn away.
Okay.
There you go, now turn back.
Running out of treats.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
Good. All right. Beautiful. So, yeah, just let it go. So what we're doing here is
Yes.
we are doing dog's choice. Whatever the dog decides to do, the dog gets to do. Okay? So if that's leave the mat, they get to leave the mat because it's their choice. But they get no treats, they get no attention, they get no nothing off of the mat.
Okay.
So so that's how we're magnetizing them to the mat. But she's really doing pretty well there, and you're doing well. Cause it takes forever. It takes time. I'm going to show you.
I told she'll usually lay down on it, actually. She,
I'll do some.
Well,
and it's once she lays down is when it gets really difficult.
Is when it gets really difficult. So I'm going to teach you, since that is going well, as she starts to offer behaviors, she'll start to offer the sit. So when she offers the sit, I want you to use the cue, good. And you're going to deliver it right from your hand to her mouth.
Okay.
So anytime you elongate good, that means don't move. The treat is being delivered to your mouth.
Okay.
Don't move. So she doesn't know that yet, but she will learn that. Okay?
Okay,
So that's gonna be a very specific cue for you.
okay.
It's just an elongated good.
On
And-
anything,
Huh?
on anything she does right?
No, for when
The
you're
mat.
Just the
training
mat.
mat work and she sits,
Okay, gotcha. And she
okay?
sits.
When she downs, that's yes, and you drop it between her paws. Yes,
Okay.
drop it between her paws. Yes, drop it between her paws. So, when, I wanna show you your, dynamic here. So you're boom, 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 and then this is the quarter turn away. You're not going any further away, you're just moving one leg basically, and then
Oh, okay.
and then you turn back, and
Oh.
then turn away, and turn back. And then if you want to go to another part of the mat, you turn away, and then turn back,
Oh,
okay? So
okay.
you make it really, so while this is developing, you're right there. You're not because you don't want to turn your back on the dog, because then you're no longer training.
Yeah, you don't know
You've
what you
left. You've disassociated yourself. That's what we're doing with, to magnetize this dog to the mat, there's several things we're doing. One is we're dropping treats from above, so the dog thinks the mat is springing hope eternal. And then we're not treating when the dog's off of the mat. And the treats are coming when the dog's on the mat, okay?
I got
So-
that part.
Yeah, so that's, and that does not go for 24/7. That goes for when you're doing mat work.
Right.
There's no treats off the mat, because there's all these things to do, you know? So, I want to show you this, because this is a really good, this is a really good example of mat work. And I think I have good examples of mat work too. But this woman has a coolie dog from Australia.
What?
A coolie dog, which is like a border collie, but it's Australian.
Oh.
You know, and once you've had a border collie, there's no dog that learns like a border collie. They're like genius, you know. They are, if you get one that is emotionally stable, it is wonderful, you know. The problem is they've been so overbred that they get really weird. But this I'm gonna show you.
You're making a nice mess over here.
Yeah, that's all right. I expected a mess. So I'm gonna show you this one first. So come sit down, and you wanna bring your chair over here so you can see this? And we'll have a little viewing party here.
She was trying to figure out how to get some pizza.
Yes, she was. There you go. You sit down. I've seen this one 100,000 times.
Okay, so I've got some little puppy kibble. I have a 4-month-old Sheltie puppy. I have a mat. And I have a clicker. So first impressions are lasting. First impressions are important. This puppy is already familiar with the sound of the clicker. Let's just check it, because this is a box clicker. She may have been trained with a button clicker, which would be quieter. So let's try this in a polite fashion, further away from her head. Yeah, she's good. Okay, so as soon as I put the mat down, the session begins. Game on.
You're using yes.
Yes.
Same thing.
Notice the cookies go on the mat. They're not from my hand to her mouth. It's not about me. It's about being on the mat.
So she puts that off the mat like that because she's sort of changed that behavior now. All right, so that is how to do it from the very beginning. And then this next one, this dog's name is Kazi. And Kazi was a world-class agility dog and is now blind.
Oh.
But is amazing. I mean, Karen K is the trainer there, and she is amazing. But you'll see this dog. You'll see exactly what we're looking for. See how she clicked right away when that hit. And this dog's a little further beyond, so see how she just does that little quarter turn?
Wow.
She said wow because the dog laid down.
You're right. Are you watching? Are you watching this? Okay. Okay. So you don't tell the dog to go back to the mat.
Never. You don't tell the dog anything in mat work. You don't tell it to sit, to down, you don't tell it any of those things. That's good how this dog is like 1 foot off and then boom, right back on. It's pretty amazing.
Okay, so basically, I think this is what I've been doing, but you just put the mat down, you don't say come here,
You don't
just
say anything, yeah.
put it down and
You wait for the
stand
dog.
there.
And you stand there and you look at the mat. It's important that you don't look at your dog.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking at your dog's going to look back at you and say, what do you want?
Get out of there.
I said that I've been doing that part right. I just wanted
Yeah.
to confirm.
All right, I'll take your chair back.
She's getting in the pockets here.
She's getting in your pocket.
There you go.
I do a lot of the simple stuff. And when it gets a little more complicated, I don't want to mess it up, so I kind of let her do it. She's the smart one in the family, and then the dog is smarter than both of us. I grew up with border collies and Australian
All right,
shepherds.
so you know what I'm talking about.
My stepfather was Basque, and we had a sheep ranch in New Mexico.
Oh.
So we had lots of,
Do you know how to run sheep? Do you know how to run a dog with sheep?
back in the old days, a long time ago, a little bit.
Do you have the whistles down?
No.
I tell you, we watched 2 years ago. We went to the Calgary Stampede.
Okay.
Good girl.
Thinking about it.
Good. Or yes, as you. Oop, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. You know what that's about? If I move her over here, she has nowhere to escape. So if I was at the end of this and she had a little more room to go, okay, that way, that wouldn't have happened. You'll notice sometimes you'll have the door open and, you know, like, I don't know, you have a sliding glass door or a screen door or what, but you're standing there and you have the door open and the dog's standing there looking at you, not coming in. Try just stepping back 2 steps away from the door, watch them trot right in. That was all about how safe she felt and the cul-de-sac that I was leading her into. That's what that was about. It was, you know, if you listen to dogs, I mean, they tell you exactly what's going on. And then you can correct. All right, I'm going to let you do this again because you can't do this enough times. Okay. Yeah, just look at the map.
I dropped it by mistake.
That's all right, that's all right. Her paw's on there.
Yes.
Do a quarter turn away.
Okay.
There you go.
Good girl.
If she would sit, I want you to practice that, or if she down. Yes,
Yes.
good, very, very good. And a step away.
Okay.
They get savvy pretty quick that, yes.
Yes.
There you go. And now, between her paws. Between her paws. Step back a bit so that you can get them between her paws. Yeah. There you go. Now turn away. Tell her,
Okay.
walk a little bit. Shuffle your feet. Walk up that way. Okay. Say it again. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
There you go. Good. Hand to mouth. There you go. And you can do that good several times. You can do it 2 or 3 times. But here's my suggestion. You do 15 treats, or 10 treats the first time, and then you have a release. Then the second time you might do 10, 15. You see how the dog's doing. And then a release. And then you do it a third time, 10, 15, 20 treats, and then a release, and pick up the mat, and you're done. So this week is the only week you really have to pick up the mat, and you probably don't have to pick up the mat. The dog